Yo, right here in the small box. Let's go ahead and dive into the next one because Lil Wayne is not the only hater out there. Akademiks and azchike the third? Bro, what are you doing? Bro, just focus on fan base, bro. Focus on your social media. Why are you hating on Kendrick? I gotta hear this. So you know how we start this, right? We're gonna go straight into this. Let's make it happen. Yo, you, right here in the small box, Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all just hate for no reason, man. I thought Toby was the worst one. I guess not. Of course, Akademiks was gonna open his big rat mouth. Okay, imagine you're known as the rat in hip hop. You known as Jerry the Mouse, and you rat on yourself. I will never forget that day. I'll tell you that. Whew, Mr. Payola. Like, what? But we gonna dive in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. All right? We're building something over here. Don't forget that. But we got to get through these reactions so we can actually do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and lock in and get started with this one right here. Shall we? Let's go.
Beautiful people, it's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, the number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this video, boy, we got to get into some bullshit. Some bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Bullshit.
Let's go.
Okay. As Kendrick Lamar becomes the most celebrated rap artist at the Grammys of all time, surpassing Jay-Z. Of course, Jay was in the lead at 25. Kendrick is now at 27.
Perfect. I like that.
Apparently, we've got some people out here that are just not happy for him. They're just not happy for the excellence that he's been putting forth and the rewards that he's been receiving. So now we got people that are trying to disqualify the Grammy achievements because they feel like it's a game of favoritism. Okay? We got Lil Wayne, who came out and threw out a backhanded congratulations to everybody who was nominated and received an award at the show. But then he proceeded to throw himself in the pot and say, well, I was excluded as usual.
Dummy.
Lil Wayne, you don't get that bitch ass shit out of here, sir. Ain't you from goddamn 17th Ward, ning? Ain't you from Holly Grove, ning? Huh? Don't you rap about being the roughest, toughest dun-dada out this motherfucker on every song? And you out here booty hurt? Cause you ain't get included in no
It's bussy hurt.
fucking Grammys in 2026. Boy, get your ass out of here. And I say that as a fan, nigga. We got the DJ that don't spin out here trying to spin narratives, calling it the Kendrick Awards, which I wouldn't expect no less from this motherfucker because that nigga eat more Drake dick than the girls that be backstage at his shows. But goddamn, at some point, you gotta come up for air, don't you?
Damn. Damn.
Sorry, motherfuckers. Then you got azchike the third. The third generation.
Damn.
This nigga coming out here calling it the LA Awards. He don't want to be as specific. He don't want to put a name on it. He just gonna say it's the LA Awards. This motherfucker been trying to get niggas to sign up on fan base for damn near a decade. Don't nobody want to get on that motherfucker.
Yo, I'm sick, man. What the hell, bro? He been trying to get people to sign up on fan base for a decade. It's insane work.
Fucking app. And I say that as a nigga that signed up on that bitch 5 years ago.
Hey, I'm signed up on there too. The Flex My Network. Tap in.
Got the fuck out of here. What is wrong with you niggas, man? What y'all got going on? Then he want to try to come do some cleanup after he done got his ass thrashed on social media. Now, nigga, don't clean shit up. You should have cleaned it up before you hit sin the first time, nigga. God damn, it got to be one from Atlanta, don't it?
Oh my God.
Nigga always talking about come to fan base. Nigga want to shit on Tubi, come to fan base. Want to shit on IG, come to fan base. Want to shit on Twitter where your ass sitting on there every day, come to fan base. You still ain't built a motherfucking fan base over there. Nigga, what are you talking about? You done got how many millions invested into that motherfucking app and that shit still barely functional.
Oh my God.
Y'all niggas got me on one today, but let's start with Wayne. Lil Wayne says, congrats to the nominees and winners. Wasn't included, as usual. I gotta work harder, as usual. One time for my slime, Bill Belly, as in Bill Belichick, because for whatever reason, he was not included as a first ballot Hall of Famer as a coach, which I do think is a sham because he's one of the most accomplished NFL coaches of all fucking time. That's weird. However, Lil Wayne, you and Bill Belichick are not breathing the same air. No, sir. When was your last chip? Carter 6 would not count. You could look across YouTube for the live reactions from anybody you choose to watch, whether they were leaning toward.
Hey, hold on. Y'all remember my reaction, though? Y'all remember when we went through the album? Y'all saw my reaction? Yo, I don't care what nobody says. Yo, we had some of the funniest reactions, right? I swear to you. I just never uploaded the songs as individual videos. I just did one straight reaction. I like, you know what? Let's just get it out of the way because there's just too many songs to upload from this, man. This is ridiculous.
Wayne or not, the reaction to the Carter 6 was not good. All right? There was some decent rapping on there. The best rapping you did on the album was over an AI sample, which niggas was like, what the fuck is going on with that?
Oh, my God.
And then you had the peanuts to an elephant. What the fuck was that? Hold on, y'all. We got some shit for that. What the fuck was that? Wayne, you gotta click. You gotta ISO, nigga.
Bro, the Peanuts to an Elephant song literally sounded like the old Inspector Gadget theme song. Do Inspector Gadget. Do.
You mad at what? Mad at who? Be mad at yourself. The album was not good. But on top of the album not being good, because that's only one piece, that's opinion. There's gonna be some people that disagree with me on that, right? But sir, be mad at yourself, be mad at your team, be mad at your so-called managing ass engineer. You know, the one who came out and tried to shit on Kendrick when you didn't get chosen for the Super Bowl. That nigga. Word on the street got said, you ain't even submit for the motherfucking Grammys. Let's pull up the page. These were the hip-hop submissions for the 2026 Grammys. You had Offset, who submitted Kiari for Best Rap Album, while Bodies featuring Jid was up for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Collaboration. Kendrick Lamar went all out with gnxalbum of the Year, Best Rap Album, Best Engineered Album, Non-Classical. Luther with SZA, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Melodic Rap Performance, Best Music Video, 30 for 30 with SZA, Best Pop Duo Group Performance, tvoff featuring Lefty Gunplay, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, Chains and Whip.
And that's a heavy category. Can we talk about that? That's not a light category at all. Every category Kendrick Lamar was in, every category was heavy. Every category was stacked. And he still came out with 5. Shout out to Clips.
With Clips, Best Rap Performance, Good Credit with Playboy Cardi, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Backdoor with Playboy Cardi, Best Melodic Rap Performance. Other notable rap submissions include Big X The Plug, nominated for Best New Artist and Best Rap Album for Take Care, Playboy Cardi for Music, and King Carson with More Chaos. Best New Artist. Jid joins the fray with God Does Like Ugly, Best Rap Album category. Party Next Door and Drake submitted some sexy songs for Nobody, Album of the Year, Best Progressive R&B Album, Somebody Loves Me. Let's see if I can find a more updated list, because I think some people were missing. Let's scroll through this complex list for Best Rap Album. You got Music, Playboy Cardi. Let God Sort Them Out, Clips. Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. These are the submissions, not the nominations, by the way. Everybody that wanted to be a part of the Grammys had to submit. GNX, Kendrick Lamar. Take Care, Big X the Plug. God Does Like Ugly, Jid. Kiari, Offset. Jack Boys 2, even fucking
Damn.
Travis Scott submitted his bullshit.
Damn.
More Chaos, I think that's Ken Carson. Never heard him a day in my life.
He cool.
Even fucking Kanye submitted Donda 2 for Best Rap Album, and he knew he wasn't gonna get a Grammy or a gram of attention. But at least he fucking tried. Now, how the hell you gonna be mad that you didn't get recognized or win in some shit that you ain't even show up for? What the hell? That's like watching a spelling bee happen at your motherfucking school. And a nigga you don't like got up there and won, and you like, man, I'm so much smarter. I know how to spell way more words than that nigga, man.
Then why didn't you compete, nigga?
Why the fuck wasn't I up there? And a simple person comes and says, well, did you sign up? No. Well, why did you think you would be up there? I spell better than these niggas. You should have signed up. Now get your ass out of here. Sign up again next year, nigga. Try again, motherfucker. What are you talking about? And it's so crazy because I didn't even know that Wayne didn't sign up. You know what I mean? I thought, okay, maybe he submitted. I definitely didn't remember talking about it because I definitely went through the submissions for the Grammys this year in all categories when they came out. I did another show talking about the nominations for the year. Didn't see Lil Wayne name pop up not once. Now this nigga mad because he didn't submit. Sir, talk to your team. Talk to your managing ass engineer. Talk to Republic. Talk to whoever you got investing in Young Money because you don't really run the fucking label no more. Any and everybody who has an advisory role in your career, you should be cussing them niggas out, not coming on Twitter. And I'm super disappointed because your ass ain't even deleted this stupid ass tweet yet. It's still up for fucking online consumption when you didn't even do the work, the simple work of having somebody send the bitch in for their consideration. I know your dreads ain't too tight, but are they too loose? Come on, man. I say this with love. Tighten the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Young Carter, go harder, go further, go farther. Is that not why we came? And if not, then why bother, nigga? That's a bar from Jay-Z on your shit. Get it together. Let's move along with the show. Next up, we got the DJ that don't spin.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
The Kendrick Award, so he likes to call it.
Oh, here we go.
The Grammys, to me, is devalued. I just don't see... It's the Kendrick Lamar Award show now.
Come on.
It's the Kendrick Lamar Award show. Just give him every award. And it's not about him winning. It's that we're not seeing not only peers, but seeing the people that we believe are competitors. So essentially, it's this woke award show that's just meant to reward.
This big friggin' built like a Buick head ass Nick. Let me tell you something, you big dummy. Your great is not great. Come to find out, his whole career might be a lie. And you assisted with that. We watched that video. Let's get that out the way. Out here making yourself look like a damn fool, twisting and turning all these narratives around. You control nothing, bro. You control nothing. You try to run this, and you look what you did. Ran it to the ground. You done ruined your great. Akademiks, you did that. You ruined your great. Mr. Payola himself, you. It's ridiculous. To call the Grammys the woke awards? There's nothing woke. They gave the Clips a Grammy. How is that woke? Them niggas used to sell. We're not going to say what they used to sell because all we can say is that they were businessmen back in the day. Okay? They were businessmen. They knew how to move product. They knew what it takes to grow their empire, and they did it successfully. Okay, they gave them niggas a Grammy. And you want to talk about the Woke Awards. If it was the Woke Awards, you would never even see Jid there. You wouldn't even see the clips there. Heck, they wouldn't even let Chris Brown through the front door, and you want to talk about the Woke Awards? Yeah, Chris Brown was there out here trying to look like a detective with his son. They wouldn't even let him through the front door. Talking about Woke Awards, man. Shut up.
Or then keep patting Kung Fu Kenny on the back.
To hear a nigga, to hear us, I know, I mean, he's been accepted as black for many years. To hear a so-called black nigga come out and use woke as a disparaging term, it just fucking curdles my blood. I ain't gonna lie. It really does something to me mentally. Not just him, but just people in general, because you know, you got no business being on this street, sir. You got no business coming down this block. You really should be getting your ass whooped every time you set foot around this motherfucking avenue. What the hell are you doing here? Woke award show? Sir, go cover Tom McDonald.
I'm dead.
Go see if Ben Shapiro and them motherfuckers feel like putting out more music. If you're so anti-woke, get the fuck out of hip-hop. You talk about hip-hop supposedly, but the hip and hop is supposed to be about intelligence. It's supposed to be about awareness. It's supposed to be about having some level of knowledge about your environment, where you come from, your story, your culture. So if you are so anti-woke, then get your stupid ass up out of here. Why are you over here meddling with these people? You keep coming around here acting like Debo need to get your motherfucking bike back. Take your ass home.
These are empty awards, chat. Now, granted, it has a long storied history. People are not going to diminish it. They're going to say,
bro, Raven, Akademiks should have been canceled when he was talking crazy to that kid. He should have been out of here. Bro, y'all don't realize, hold on. Didn't they, the Epstein files, some of the files have been shown to the internet, no? Some of the vile and disgusting things that they've been doing to them kids, talking about, we gonna lead the kids upstairs. Like, bro, Akademiks is talking crazy to this kid. Adinross is right there in the chat. Wasn't Black Boy Max there too? I know he didn't say much, but you were present. Okay? You had Akademiks and Adinross talking crazy to a 15-year-old kid somewhere where? What was it, in the Philippines or Indonesia? The hell? Why wasn't he canceled then? Dog, now I gotta watch a video on the Epstein file. I just been hearing some things just based on what I see on Instagram. But, bro, the Epstein files are right there. What Akademiks said is right there. Bro, he's supposed to be out of here. Shut his internet off. Turn his TV off. What the heck?
well, hey, listen, Jay-Z has all the Grammys and Kendrick just passed him. So we gotta give credit where it's due. But things do become antiquated.
Tired of these niggas, man.
Award show.
Stephanie, I know you lying. Akademiks did not do that. Did he actually? Was that when he was beefing with Rory?
Those died. If there is no more MTV awards, there is no more Source awards, there's no more VH1 awards. These things have gone away.
And guess what, nigga? If it was still a Source Awards, guess who would still be dominating that motherfucker? If the there's still a BET Awards, nigga. The Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards got canceled, which they shouldn't have canceled Soul Train. R&B and soul needs their dedicated shit because they don't get no love nowhere else. But anyway, BET Awards, guess who's gonna clean up? If they had a Hip Hop Awards, that nigga was gonna walk away with 10 of them bitches off fucking GNX. Are you crazy? So anywhere you go, you would have said this same shit about it being empty awards. clown.
But okay, before he continues with the video, I had the conversation yesterday about what the awards mean, right? And how much an award weighs. A lot of these award shows are out of here is not because of Kendrick. This is Akademiks trying to flip a narrative and make it work in his favor. That's what he's doing. His audience is kids. His audience is individuals that are stubborn and don't like to listen. That's Akademiks' audience. So he has thousands of people listening to him, knowing that he's flipping narratives to make it work in his favor. And then those same people are going to hear that. And that's what we have on Twitter. That's what we have on Instagram. That's what we have even on Facebook, of all places. You're creating all these like little virus cells, and they're spreading like wildfire all over the social media. These award shows got out of here because of the lack of talent. Every rapper just gave up on artistry and said, I'm just trying to make a bag. Let's do what these people like. Let's make music for what they like to do. Go to a club, turn up, and get lit. You can't give out awards for songs like that. It's not because of Kendrick. Kendrick is keeping it alive, dummy. That's what Kendrick's doing. Y'all don't realize it because your bussy hurt. I'm going to keep saying it. Your bussy is in pain. Is it? Okay? Where are all the other artists prior? Now we got the artists, but those award shows are gone. The award shows that were around for all them times, they needed those kind of artists. They needed a Leon Thomas. They needed a Jid. They needed a Chance the Rapper. They needed the Clips. They needed all those different individuals. Throw Freddie Gibbs in there. They need that. Those award shows will remain in power and remain like on air as long as there's talent, and talent disappeared. That's why the value in the hip hop awards and even the BET awards went down. It's because the talent disappeared. You think I want to go to the BET awards or watch the BET awards and see friggin' Young Thug up there with his friggin' pregnant stomach talking about he gonna rap some of his greatest hits? Are you kidding me right now? No. Damn, bro. It's ridiculous. He leaked Lil Baby number 2. Man, this boy a bitch.
And if it wasn't for the lack of the ratings that they didn't pull, because over time people got disinterested and also the artists stopped showing up, it became for the politics they played, the favoritism they showed, and the fact that at a certain point they stopped representing the actual conversation being had.
Now, if Drake would have swept all categories, that nigga would have been doing tricks on it. That nigga would have been playing goddamn Sexy Red
being had.
Now, if Drake would have swept all categories, that nigga would have been doing tricks on it. That nigga would have been playing goddamn Sexy Red, Take Me to Pound Town. Shut your ass up.
What am I trying to say, chat? I'm not upset at Kendrick Lamar winning. I want no one to take that as the thing.
Akademiks, they will take it like that because that's all you've been saying this whole time.
I'm saying that I'm looking in these categories and he's not competing with the people that we would think is his peers. And that's the problem.
Who that is?
And even if we don't think is his peers, when we...
All right, nigga. Let's take it to JT Money terms. Who that trying to come in with my crew? Who the fuck is the competitors, nigga? You don't listen to clips. I do. Hip hop.
Thank God I remember that song. Let me just say that. Yo, shout out Quickie for reminding me what that song name was because I was racking my brain for decades. I'm so thankful I remember that song.
Fuck is the competitors, nigga? You don't listen to clips. I do. Hip hop does. A lot of people felt like they wanted to see the clips take rap album of the year. You didn't want to see that. You want to see Playboy Cardi get it. Playboy Cardi is not a Grammy artist. He's not exemplary of excellence in the rap category. It's just what it is. He makes cool tunes for niggas that like to get fucked up and enjoy their day.
Holy.
There's nothing excellent about that. Nothing exemplary about that.
Hold on. Just imagine trying to find the lyrics to that song knowing that, yo, like, you try to type in Google, I, and Google's like, Nick, are you good? Bro, that was me for like 2 decades because I couldn't figure it out. And I was so mad. I'm like, what's the song name? Damn. Like,
right?
oh, my God.
Who the hell do you want to see in that category? What niggas are you listening to? You want to see what? Lil Durk? Lil Baby? You don't fuck with Lil Baby? Who you want to see? 21 Savage? What happened to the streams? His shit didn't even fall in a timely fashion. He will be up for submission later this year.
Look at any cultural outlet from last year in that period that they call the Grammy. All right, let's go to, all right, let's think about this, right? So Grammy Rap Album of the Year. Let's look at the nominees. This is the nominees right here, chat. This is the nominees, right? And we're going to get to Bad Bunny in a bit. About everybody, you know, lock in. Thank you guys for joining us here, everybody. Oh, we didn't launch on King Akademiks yet? Hold on, give me 1 second. Apologies. Oh, we did.
Man, get your ass on with this shit.
After the stream, you'll be able to give her that that rock solid. Don't you worry. Yes. Okay.
Still looking for
and
yours, ain't you?
Take this based on what they think my biases are, and they're gonna say, "Well, Akademiks, you're just mad at Kendrick Lamar."
Nah, Quickie, I did the same, bro.
That's not what I'm mad at. I actually don't really have that much of a problem with Kendrick winning, but I don't think Kendrick is competing with the people that should be competing with.
Are you kidding
Respectfully.
me?
Like who?
Okay?
He's competing with exactly who he should be competing with. What are you talking about?
That should be competing with. Respectfully.
Like,
bro, here alone, melodic rap. Luther, Proud of Me, Wholeheartedly. We Maj. Somebody love. Well, that was never going. Whoa, wait. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Don't really have that much of a problem with Kendrick winning, but I don't think Kendrick is competing with the people that should be competing with. Respectfully.
like
Kendrick is not competing with the people he should be competing with. But who's this? Isn't this the competition right here, Akademiks? Isn't the competition right here? So Kendrick isn't competing with who he should be competing with. That means what you're saying at that point, that Drake is not in Kendrick Lamar's like competition. It's not in like competitive range no more. Is that what you're saying? Yo, Akademiks, your best friend, the man that you like to do tricks on, is right there with Somebody Loves Me. That's your great. That's your top or bottom. My point is, Drake's right there in the category with Kendrick. Who should Kendrick be competing with? I ain't gonna lie, that was a good catch. Good thing I zoomed in on that one.
Like who?
Okay? It's a lot of woke songs on here, but
woke songs?
Like who?
Where?
It's a lot.
Where? tvoff is not woke. That was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. You got Glorilla, Sexy Red, Lil Wayne on Tyler the Creator's track. Was it Sticky? Are you kidding me right now?
A lot of woke songs on here, but
you got TGIF. We know who made TGIF. That's Glorilla right there. Sticky is not woke. TGIF is not woke. What are you This nigga just speaking some bullshit. What are you talking about?
I want to even point this out. And I'm not going to personalize this and you know, call out any rapper, because everybody deserves whatever they're awarded. And I know these guys putting a lot of work in, and we live in an industry, it's really tough.
Don't say a word, brother.
But I do want to point this out. If you
still ain't pointed out who the actual competition would be in your eyes from your perspective. You sitting here buying time with empty calories, but you still ain't said who deserved to be in the category rather than those.
Nah, you got him with the empty calories. Nah, you got him with that, bro. You got him with that. You got with the empty calories. You got him. You got him. That's headshot.
That are there. It's the type of shit we got to deal with.
You go to any rap outlet, and we're talking about culture rap outlet. We're not talking about like Anthony Bichtano, who this guy's like a cuck, right? Like this guy's like a cuck.
Definitely fact.
Like he's really not in the culture. He's like this guy. He really likes rock and roll. He's just like this reviewer who, like, you know, for whatever, he's like Pitchfork.
This nigga has no answers, okay? He gonna shit on Anthony Fantano when he could be talking about and elevating the art.
Akademiks doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just here to talk shit. He has Grammys as a hashtag. He's getting the clicks and views. All these people in the category for the rap album are exactly who Kendrick Lamar should be in competition with. Okay? Every single person. Shoot. If they were to put in Chance the Rapper in this category, still in competition with Kendrick. Bro, what Akademiks is doing is discrediting the creativity that we've gotten from the rappers in 2025. You're discrediting it. You're disrespecting. You're stepping on the quality albums that we've gotten, because you don't want to see that as a narrative. You don't want to see hip hop to be going back to that again. You don't want that, because when hip hop goes back to what it is, it goes back to what it always was, you start to lose views. That's why you're making sure to come out here and say Kendrick Lamar is not in competition, or none of these people should be in competition with Kendrick Lamar. That's why you saying that. Because as soon as hip hop changes, as soon as hip hop shifts, as soon as hip hop evolves, your page starts to die. That's why you talking like, that's exactly why you talking like that. You're trying to keep the viewership. You're trying to keep the likes, the comments. You're trying to maintain and stay on the algorithm by saying things like that and making your audience believe that. That's why. That's exactly why he's talking like that. Because when, like what I pointed out, he's not making any sense at all. Bro, Akademiks is holding us back from completing the shift. That's what he's doing. Akademiks doesn't want to see hip-hop evolve, because that means all that he's built is going to disappear.
Artists that he felt were more deserving to be in the category. Newsflash, Destroy Lonely was not going to be in the category. No shots.
Hell no, Stephanie. Hell
Whoever them young niggas, Lil Tyler, is not getting in the category. All right? It is what it is. And you're not going to convince me you really be listening to them niggas either. Real shit. So we'll get off of him. Just wanted to show people the level of hatred that is being disseminated after Kendrick took his victories, and disparaging the other people in the category. I don't see how you could shit on the Clips. I don't see how you could shit on Glorilla. I don't see how you could shit on Jid. I don't see how you could shit on Tyler, the Creator. These are 4 very relevant artist projects for very different reasons. They represent a multitude of different demographics within the hip hop space. I feel like we were very well represented in the hip hop categories this year. But
remember, GNX won not only because of the music was good, but also the music was connected to the people. Out of all the albums that was there, GNX connected with the people the most because of the times we're in. Right? Remember that. That's my own conclusion. That's what I believe in. That's what I think is exactly why he got the votes. But GNX connects with the people of California. That's why that shit won. That means GNX pretty much, it's like the music, it was more than music, and it started to embody the people. And it wasn't just a sound. That just sounds to me that the music evolved. The music needs to mean something now. For your music to work, it got to connect with people, not just be bars. How well can you be creative to the point where it can be lived through people? In other words, what region you from? How well can you represent your region?
Of course, a Drakeologist ain't never gonna be
What's
satisfied.
good, Allison?
Speaking of Drakeology, we got another one coming with azchike the third, because that nigga been bitching and moaning ever since Kendrick knocked the fuck out of Drake, thinking niggas don't see it. So before we even get to his video, this nigga put a whole dissertation out via a tweet. He says the Grammy Awards are the LA Awards when it comes to hip hop and R&B, and here is why. There are about 15,000 Recording Academy voting members, and the Academy itself says the Los Angeles chapter is its oldest and largest chapter. So if one city has the biggest chapter, that city has a built-in advantage in genres that are still deeply regional in sound, culture, and community. Hip-hop and R&B are not the same everywhere. Atlanta does not sound like Los Angeles. New York does not sound like Miami. Texas does not sound like Chicago. What world are you fucking living in? This is not the 70s, nigga. The sound of Motown is not out this bitch. What are you talking about? You could put 5 R&B artists side by side, song for song. You're not even gonna question where the fuck they from, because they're gonna sound damn near the same any goddamn way. What are you talking about? And when the biggest voting footprint sits in one market, it is not hard to see why the same markets keep getting rewarded. Even artists who are not originally from Los Angeles but relocate there gain an unfair advantage in hip-hop and R&B.
You lost me there. You lost me there.
I don't know, maybe because every label is housed there. What are you talking about, nigga? Oh, dude.
Los Angeles is a very large hub for music, which makes it one of the biggest competitive spaces out there, period. For you to sit there and say that, you lost me. And I was following along. You know what? I was giving it the time. I was giving it the respect, but you lost me right there. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Do some shit. Living in LA increases proximity to voters, industry events, listening sessions, and informal influence that shapes taste and perception long before ballots are cast. That proximity matters in a peer voting system, especially when one city holds the largest share of the electorate. So here's the fix. Cap voting by city for hip-hop and R&B. Oh, wow. So hip-hop and R&B, the only categories that need to have a voting cap. We got pop, we got K-pop, we got motherfucking country.
So here's the reason why that first sentence right there pisses me off, or the second one, whatever. I'm going to read it again, but cap voting by city for hip-hop and R&B. Why you want to put a limit on R&B? Why do you want to put a limit on hip-hop? That's my question. Imagine you want to put a limit on these genres, but you want these other genres to breathe. You want these other genres to be better, basically. Because if you're going to put a cap on our genres, then you're giving these other genres space to surpass this. Leave it alone. Let me start there first, because we're going to move on to K-pop now, because K-pop had its moment at the Grammys with Bruno Mars and whatever that girl's name is. But Because the two of them have such a hit track. And it's very Americanized. You won't see the K-pop in it. But funny enough, you got a K-pop star right there on the Grammy stage. K-pop is making its way into America, where hip-hop and R&B is from. And you want to put a cap on it, which is going to let K-pop surpass it, if we go with your idea. Don't cap the voters. Don't cap the voters, because it's going to make things more difficult. To be honest, there should be more voters. I say put in more voters. I feel like that'll make things easier and make things more clear, to be honest. Hip-hop is in a weakened state because of what the people behind the scenes that only know numbers are doing. So it's gotten weaker over the years because of the wrong influences that is creating the narrative out there. And then along comes this genre from over here. Literally stomping over everything. K-pop is dominating everywhere. If you go through YouTube, every time there's another K-pop star, viewership is up. Everything is up. It's like literally anytime you see a K-pop star drop a music video, their numbers literally look like old YouTube. The way their numbers used to skyrocket. Skyrocket quicker than anybody else. That's what K-pop is doing right now. And okay, do what you want. Say what you want, bro. I'm not here for it. I wholeheartedly disagree with your dumb ass.
We got goddamn best artwork, best duet. You know what I'm saying? But we the only ones that need a cap. Boy, cut the cap. Put a cap on your shit too, which is, you know what I mean? Put a maximum number of voters per city, like 2,000 in Los Angeles, 2,000 in New York, 2,000 in Atlanta, 2,000 in Miami, 2,000 in Texas, and so on. Keep the voting peer-based. Just make it geographically fair, he says. Because if the Academy wants the Grammy to mean best in the country, then the process has to reflect the country, not just the biggest chapter in one room.
Acknowledge that.
Or in the room, excuse me. If that does not change, then for hip-hop and R&B, these awards stop meaning what they claim to mean. Now let's hear what he had to say out his own fucking mouth.
So it is Monday, January 5th, and I
really don't want to listen to this crooked mouth mother, but we gonna do it.
Just got finished voting for this year's Grammy Awards, and I have some predictions that I want to make and some problems that I see with the Recording Academy and the Grammys. In the hip-hop and R&B category, I don't know enough about pop and country to know if these issues exist, but when it comes to hip-hop and R&B, the Grammy Awards are not really the Grammy Awards. They're really the LA Awards. LA has the largest voting chapter in the nation to vote on the Grammy Awards, and that presents two problems that need to be fixed. One, the majority of candidates that are always nominated or win Grammy Awards happen to live in Los Angeles, California. So even when you think about Jay-Z and Beyonce, a lot of the artists that get nominated or win live in Los Angeles, California. Well, what if you're an artist that's not from LA or you don't live in LA, which are plenty of artists from New York, plenty of artists from Florida, plenty of rap artists from Texas, plenty of rap artists from Atlanta, plenty of rap artists from Philadelphia.
The problem with what you're saying is that every place that you named doesn't have a project at the level of the projects that were chosen to be nominated. That's the problem. The problem is every other place you've named is not putting in enough work on their craft. Every person that every person that has been nominated has been putting in work on their craft, and we're not discrediting some of the nominees or some of the people that submitted. Some of them are good. Let's make that clear. Chance the Rapper, I felt like he deserves to be in one of those categories at least. Right? But maybe because there wasn't really like a good enough single or anything like that, maybe that's why, you know, comparing it to the other singles from those artists, maybe that's why he wasn't chosen. I don't know how they work over there, but I'm just saying, like, everybody got to step up now. Every artist got to step up. Ooh. That's it. Everybody got to step up now. No ifs, ands, or buts no more. Cause y'all not putting in enough work. We're talking about the Grammy stage right now. That's what we're talking about right now. This is the upper echelon. Now, is it the end all be all? No. It's not the end all be all, but you got to understand how much that Grammy trophy weighs nowadays. I'm not talking about physical weight. I'm talking about how much that Grammys award means. How much your stock goes up by when you get a Grammy award. Understand? BET award is still important. It's still important. It's not as important as a Grammy right now because BET's a little down. BET needs to build back up to surpass the Grammys once again. With God's grace too, man. Because when BET Awards was a BET Awards, man, that was a beautiful thing. Even the Hip Hop Awards, it was a beautiful thing. But hip hop is crumbling. A lot of these artists are not putting in enough work. We have a small handful of top tier artists. We need more. We need to go back to the idea of the 2000s where there was a multitude of artists and everybody had work. Everybody had a project. Everybody had something that had potential to win. When everybody wanted to win, now everybody want to be friends. Okay.
Or other parts of the country, it's really hard for you to win Grammy Awards. So a couple things that need to happen. One, the Grammy Awards need to move around. They need to be in a different city every year. They need to be in Miami. They need to be in Nashville. They need to be in Atlanta. They need to be in New York. They need to be in LA. They need to move the award show around.
I'm actually not mad at that.
Second,
I'm not mad at that. Treat it like the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, how does that change the voting? Just because they're going to be in a different city. How does the voting change? Because the members are the members. I've been trying to...
I get your point, MTP. I get your point. But I'm just basing on what I'm witnessing right now, you know?
Join the Grammys for 2 years. I've been saying it on my channel. Yo, anybody got some votes? Anybody got a motherfucking reference for your boy? I think all I need is 2 of them bitches. I ain't got one yet. I ain't crying about it. But I'm being honest. So, how will the location of the award show change the members? Because you have to be referred to become a member.
Secondly, when it comes to the hip hop and R&B categories, there needs to be a cap on the number of people that can actually vote for those categories. Right? Meaning, let's say hypothetically, if there are 20,000.
Hey, my fault. I just be thinking like, damn, my fault, man. Shit, like, my fault.
1,000 Grammy voting members, but 6,000 of them are just in the LA chapter alone. Then overwhelmingly, the people that are voting on the hip hop and R&B categories are going to pick LA artists. I know that you don't think it's biased, but the data shows that it's biased. In fact, the only 2 artists that have won a Grammy Award that are from New York City that didn't live in Los Angeles at the time were Nas and Cardi B. Those are the only 2 rappers that won awards. Everybody else that has won rap Grammys in the past decade have predominantly been from Los Angeles, either from there or live there.
From there and live there are 2 different things, brother. And you know this. Why do you think people move to LA? Because the industry is ran there. Atlanta had an opportunity, and I hate to do this because I'm an Atlanta nigga through and through. I love my town. I love I love what the fuck we were able to accomplish in the time that we did. For the last 20 years, we've done some really powerful and impactful shit. Unfortunately, the powerful and impactful shit that we did was only on the level
Yo, not the head shape, Stephanie. That's crazy.
Of music. We put out the dominant music. However, we did not build infrastructure. We did not build labels to be housed in the city. All we got in Atlanta are fucking studios and goddamn grass wall restaurants. That's what we got here in Atlanta. Studios, grass wall restaurants, all the OG open mic places shut down during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of venues closed down during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. We have a good ecosystem as it pertains to touring, because you could come perform at State Farm, you could perform at Mercedes-Benz, you could perform at Center Stage if you're a smaller artist, you could perform at, there's places for those artists. But we do not have the infrastructure out here. So Def is the only major label that we've had out here, and So Def is so big. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put out an album on Ari Lennox, which I think was awesome for all parties involved. He signed Division. He's trying to rebuild the label, but it's not happening. Grand Hustle closed. KP with Ghetto Vision has gone out of business. You know what I'm saying? He's basically working with the same people he's been working with for the last 25 years. He hasn't really, I think he may have started some shit at one point with Jason Jeter, who used to be with Tip. It didn't go anywhere. So LA is the most concentrated city because that's where the industry is at. That's where the labels are. That's where the managers are. That's where everything happens. So you can't say, oh, you gotta live in LA, or you can't win if you don't live in LA. If you got big enough records, you don't gotta live in LA. But you gotta have the records. You gotta be the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Let's not do that. So now when we look at Kanye's Grammys, when we look at Jay-Z's Grammys, when we look at Beyonce's Grammys, when we look at all these different people, you're going to say they won because they live in LA, not because they had the best project of that time period? Give me a break.
Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Doechii, Baby Keem, Anderson .Paak, Nipsey.
You disrespectful as hell for putting Doechii out there. Like, yeah, she lives in LA, but come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't she from Tampa? She's rapping about Tampa all through her shit. She's singing about Tampa, the swamp. Come on, man.
See, Hustle. There's a ton of them. Just search for yourself. So if there's a cap, let's say 2,000 members per city that can,
and to act like Tyler the Creator is getting nominated and winning for being from LA, when LA for a minute didn't even fuck with him, is
this man needs to stick to just building fan base. Build your social media app, all right? Shout out Nunu, but build up your social media app. All right. Don't step into this realm. Cause just like Akademiks and Lil Wayne, all three of y'all don't even make no sense.
Is especially hilarious.
Vote on hip hop and R&B.
I said milk dud. I'm
or
sick.
Per chapter, that would even out the ability for other people from other places to win Grammy Awards. If not, the system is flawed. There has to be a cap on the amount of people that are allowed to vote in each region. Because overwhelmingly, if 33% of the voting members are in Los Angeles, California, and 10% are in Texas or 10% are in New York or Atlanta, you're not going to see artists winning Grammys because it's become very, very regional. So my predictions is that Kendrick and SZA and Doechii are going to win the majority, and probably other artists.
That just means TDE and PG Lang are up. That's it. You got SZA and Doechii, TDE. You got Kendrick, PG Lang. They're winning. You know? That's it.
Artists that reside in LA are going to win the majority of the R&B and hip hop Grammy Awards, leaving artists in other cities like Summer Walker, like Drake, like Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Hey, big sis with the Euphoria lyrics. I love it. I love it. And Tiff earlier, she had the whacked out mural lyrics. I love it. I love it.
Awards. And that's
what the hell is Meek Mill supposed to win? That motherfucker wasn't even on an album cycle. What are you talking about?
I mean Friday, not Meek Mill.
What? You know didn't the last Meek Mill album come out in fucking 2022 or some stupid shit? One of them. The last solo Meek Mill album came out October of 2021. He did a collaborative project with Rick Ross in 2023. Meek Mill has been trying to figure out his independence for the last few years. He's been indie, but he's trying to find
Meek Mill is too busy bunny hopping.
Partners. He's trying to find tech investors. Like, he's not dropping music. He'll drop a single or a music video here and there. He'll do a feature, but he's not actually dropping music until he figures out who he wants to partner with moving forward. So why the fuck is his name in the conversation? Now check this post out from Isaac Hayes III, October 29th of last year.
Here we go.
This is when everybody was throwing a fit about no rap songs being in the top 40 for all of one fucking week before Meg Thee Stallion put us right back in there. And Kendrick would have remained there had they not changed the rules. So he says, for the first time in 35 years, there are no rap records in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100. This hasn't happened since 1990. I can't help but see a direct connection between the Kendrick and Drake beef and this exact moment in hip hop. Drake alone helped elevate countless artists to #1 records, and his absence in the game this past year is being felt more than ever. So he puts the onus of the entire hip hop movement on Drake collaborating and helping niggas to get #1s from his perspective. I would love to see how many #1s Drake actually achieved for other artists rather than the other way around. No features, no singles, and with Kendrick also quiet since last December, the void is clear. Add to the fact that hip-hop has shifted from collaboration to confrontation, and it's showing in the charts. It's time to end these petty beefs because it's only hurting the culture. Whether people want to admit it or not, the music industry needed Drake because without him, the party just isn't the same. Okay? He says the party just...
Imagine who you related to and you still dumb as shit. Like, what the hell? Are you serious? And I like fan base too, but what's wrong with this dude, bruh? Like, you're literally feeding the exact narrative that the industry needs to convince all these artists out here to continue to make the same music that they make so they can continue as if nothing happened. When that same music that they keep making is not working. It needs to change. And you, with the name that you have, you don't even realize that the music, the sound of music needs to change. You don't even realize that. That's crazy.
This isn't the same literally a year after Kendrick puts out Watch the Party Die. You think that's a coincidence? Now, here's the thing. If Isaac Hayes III wants to be a Drake fan, if the DJ that don't spin wants to be a Drake fan, that is their right. They can be Drake fans as much as they want to. Who gives a fuck? I surely don't. But the thing about it, as Drake fans, y'all don't like to acknowledge anybody else that is popping or is doing things. Y'all act like there is no one else in the game besides Drake.
I'm so glad you said that because I remember I used to say that all the time. When Drake started to decline as an artist, I'm not talking about stream sales, all that garbage. When Drake started to decline as an artist, miraculously, a plethora of artists started to come out at the time. This was around 2021 or 2022, I'd like to say. But when Drake started to decline, we had so many artists just randomly pop out of nowhere. And a lot of them were from overseas. When Drake started to decline, we got Burna Boy crossover here. And Burna Boy was running around North America 17 different times with his music. Hey, fun fact about me, I love my Afro beats. I love the Afro fusion. I love Amapiano. That's my I love it. Okay, I can never get enough of it. Same way when it comes to dancehall, soca, reggae, and all that, you know? But when he started to decline, we started to get so many different artists just come out of nowhere. And that adds to the point of what Jay Nolan's saying, like, everybody only talked about Drake and nobody knew nobody else. When everybody was talking about Drake, you know who I was talking about? Key Glock from South Memphis. He's my favorite rapper from Memphis right now. It was Moneybagg Yo, but Moneybagg Yo just stopped dropping tracks. But I know who did it, and that was Key Glock. Listen, Key Glock, he don't have the greatest bars in the world, but goddamn it, he knows how to make a hit. He knows how to make a hit. Like, yo, at one point, it was just nothing but Key Glock all over my Spotify. You can go through my Spotify right now. You can see how many Key Glock songs I got liked. Okay? I'll never forget when Let's Go came out. I was bumping that everywhere. Anytime I hear a DJ around here bump Key Glock, I'm like, what do you know about Key Glock, bruh? All y'all plays the same Let's Go track. You don't play none of his other hits. Man got hits, bruh. For the party getting lit side of music. Let me make that clear. He got hits for getting the party lit. Let me make that clear. I just want to clear that up. But Key Glock, that was one of my favorites for sure. And one of my all-time favorite regions was Memphis. Then it was California. I always loved Memphis music. Come on, I grew up listening to 3 6 Mafia and Project Pat. Of course I'm gonna like Memphis. You know? That's just me right there, but I completely understand what Jay Nolan was saying right here.
Anybody else that is popping or is doing things. Y'all act like there is no one else in the game besides Drake or those that associate and work with Drake. Those are the only people of importance to you niggas. And that is why y'all don't even deserve a voice to speak, because y'all don't give a fuck about hip hop. Y'all don't give a fuck about the art going into rap. Y'all don't give a fuck about the sustainability of this thing. Y'all want Drake to be the #1 guy forever and a day, and y'all are having problems dealing with the fact that he is on a rapid decline. Yes, he's got streaming numbers, but yes, he's heavily botted. He's heavily hoisted by the industry that he so much wants to try to act like he's going against. Nigga.
Yeah, J-Tom, we still here.
If we cut off the machine, guess who's gonna walk out in a motherfucking suit, in a goddamn Dickie suit? Drake. All right, guys, cut the shuttle off. Who's behind all of this? That nigga gonna come out and be like, hey, guys. This nigga got more bots than anybody but want to sue for the bots. Come on, man. Sick of you niggas. Then Glasses Malone came out and proved this nigga wrong, because he pointed out all the legendary LA artists with no Grammys. So he says Ice Cube has 0 Grammys. Snoop Dogg has 0 Grammys. Warren G has 0 Grammys. Mac 10 has 0 Grammys. Tupac has.
Hey, Mac 10. I remember T-Dub was putting me on a Mac 10. Where T-Dub at, bruh? What's going on with T-Dub, bruh? I hope he all good and everything, bruh. But he be telling me a lot about Mac 10.
0 Grammys. Dog Pound has 0 Grammys. Corrupt has 0 Grammys. Isaac, come on with the jive, cuz. That is a quote from Glasses. That wasn't the last. Glasses came back and said, Exhibit has 0 Grammys. West Side Connection has 0 Grammys. East Siders has 0 Grammys. NWA has 0 Grammys. King T, 0 Grammys. Tone Loc, 0 Grammys. The Game, 0 Grammys. Problem.
The Game ain't getting no damn Grammy, bro.
0 Grammys. YG, one of the biggest acts out of LA for years. 0 Grammys. Tyga, 0 Grammys. Dom Kennedy, 0 Grammys. So if it was so LA biased, especially in the rap category, how come all of these LA OGs have no hardware in them shelves? I ain't got too much more to offer. I'm going to let y'all say what y'all need to say in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll be catching y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there. And just keep a keen eye for the bullshit, because I feel like this year is going to be filled with it. We're going to have a lot to react to, and I don't think it's going to be all that positive, but we're going to still have fun hitting these niggas and correcting that misinformation. See y'all later, though. Peace.
Hey, bro, I'm going to just go do my due diligence and hit that like button, you know? The support is free, like what King Hammer said, right? Stephanie got such a good comment here. I wanted to wait till the video was done so we can talk about this. They say Drake is the biggest artist and who dominates hip-hop, so why aren't they blaming him for its downfall that they claim it's in? Because it's like been said before, he's never stopped dropping music. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you. But that's another valid point right there, too. They say Drake's been dominating hip-hop, but when it comes to hip-hop's downfall, they want to blame it on somebody else, but you don't want to blame it on the person that you said has been dominating hip-hop, right? And here's the funny part. It's so easy to get them in that moment where it's like, yo, so who's been dominating hip-hop for all these years? They're like, oh, Kendrick Lamar. Oh, so what about Drake? Oh. That's a good question. Damn. How'd he do that? Damn, how'd he do that? I was not ready for that. How'd he do that? Damn. The nerve of you. Shit, I was just trying to say something. Shut up. Like, oh my goodness. Nah, that was a long video. I ain't gonna lie. That was a long video. Yup, I knew it. An hour and 8 minutes. I knew it. God damn. I was trying not to go over an hour. Shoot. Is what it is. I might have to upload this one on a weekend or something. Make sure it's like a weekend like upload. Maybe that could be members only. Maybe like the longer videos, like anything over an hour, that could be like members only. Maybe that's the wave now. Because I want to make sure I throw up members content too. I can't forget that. I did figure out what I'm going to do. I found a channel that has a lot of information when it comes to just artists. I'm going to keep that members though. But we're going to be doing some members reactions soon. So stay tuned for all of that. These guys can't even hate right, bruh. Imagine the platforms y'all have and y'all can't even hate right. Drake only dominates streams and his presence on social media, and his streams are in question at the moment, at this point. So, yeah, you right. What's good, neighbor? How you doing? Good seeing you again. Shoot, what more can I say? It's crazy, right? Y'all can't even hate right, bro. Like, y'all struggle to hate. Like, y'all hate with just anything y'all got, and y'all don't even think about how to hate properly, bro. That's crazy. Out here crying and complaining, and y'all can't even cry and complain the right way. That's blasphemy. Jeez. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here, man. This was good though. Jay Nolan killed this one. This was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Had me dying of laughter. W video for sure.